the code. Explain the code of this. First, we can explain the arduino code. There are variable three pin defined constant int x-axis pin analog 0, constant int y-axis pin a1 analog 1, constant int button pin equals digital 2. So we can use a digital pin 2 as a button pin, and analog 0 and analog 1 are both are an x-axis and y-axis pin. Threshold, these are not using. There are wide setup. These values threshold values not used in toward see a BDN 9066 baud rate for serial communication. Y pin mode button pin input pull up. So it will normally pull the button pin pull up. Integer value, int value, x-axis value, int y-axis value, and I'll read XY pin. So it will read this to bool button state equals digital read button pin. This will read the button pin. This will read the button pin whether it's high or low. Integer map x equals map x value 0 to 1 0 23, which is the maximum, or 0 to 255. Map y int map y axis equals map y axis value 0 to 23, or 0 to 55 255. So it will measure the 10-bit ADC values, integer values for intermittent x and y for joystick. And if button state equals slow when button is pressing, then it will do here. If map axis x-axis greater than equal than 0, map y-axis greater than 0, it's 0.f, meaning if map x value is equal 0 and map y-axis value greater than 0, it will send f to the serial monitor. If else if map x-axis greater equal than 200 and map y-axis less greater than 100, it will send a b to a serial monitor, meaning x value is greater than 200, greater equal than 200, y value is less 100, y value map y axis value less greater than 100, it will send b to the serial monitor. If map
Axis.
axis greater equal than 100 and map x map y axis greater than 200, greater equal than 200, it will send left. If else if map y axis equals 0 and map x axis greater than 0, it will send r. Map y it will send r. If else map y axis value equal than 0 and map x axis value greater equal than 0, it will send us as our stored word. And lastly, it will delay for 500 milliseconds. First, it will assign first portion. It will assign the pin names. Here we assign x axis pin A0 and y axis pin A1, analog pins, and button pin we then assign digital 2. Then white setup for baud rate, which is communication with system, and button we use a button pin. Then we define the button pin function. Button pin function input pull up, and then we then in the while loop we map x and y, read the x and y values. Then we set the button state, and then we map the x and y values to the 10-bit ADC values. And then get button state after pushing. Then get map value x map value is equal 0 and y axis also greater than 0, x value equal than 0, and map y value is greater than 0, it will send f. If map x value is greater than 2, greater equal than 200, x, if map x value is greater than 200, greater equal than 200, and y value less greater than 100, it will send b. If map x value greater than 100, greater equal than 100, and map y value greater than greater equal than 200, it will send l. Else if y axis equals 0 and x equal greater than 0, then it sends r, and then x and y both are equal 0, then it sends s and delay for 500 milliseconds. This is the main part of those Python programming. This is a different part, so I already not made video in Python programming, so this is a little bit explain, but complete explain I later. First, there's a libraries import serial for serial computation. Computation. How I import this libraries in the later I will tell. Import sorted, which is also library. Then feeder, federation tom port. Tom port is tom 3. Either with the tom port, which tom port transmitter Arduino is connected. Baud rate for Arduino board, if you use Arduino, then use baud rate 9066. Bluetooth device address, which we find the Bluetooth setting. Bluetooth port connection, there we use single Bluetooth device to control. There's Bluetooth device port equals 1. Then it will open this as serial dot tom port baud rate. It will open the tom serial port using tom port and baud rate. Then it's create a baud socket. This line create a baud Bluetooth socket, enable a Bluetooth, and this line is is used to connect to the pair with PC Bluetooth, pair with other Bluetooth device, and then it print the if device is that successfully paired, then read the data from serial port. This line serial read the data in serial port using U decode UTF-8, and then print data from serial port. It will print the data serial port incoming data, and this line is send the data to via Bluetooth, and also print the data sending data via Bluetooth. And then if Bluetooth is error, expected error, print F Bluetooth connection error. Expected serial expect as, so it will this line, if error this line is run, if that is the error, if the it will run print the Bluetooth connection error, or if Bluetooth error, and or fail to connect the Bluetooth, or serial port is not working or busy, then it prints serial port error, and close the serial port and Bluetooth sorted. This line close the serial port and then Bluetooth sorted both, and then print Bluetooth sorted and serial port both are closed. We can explain how you can import the libraries plus how you can do test. First, we can skip the program. Now we can say, first see how you can import the libraries. First, you can use Chrome to install PySerial. PySerial, I already installed PySerial, so I cannot install 3.5. PySerial installed, by the latest version, and then we can go to install down. I mean Python install, then install PySerial. By double click, it will those download, and then It will put in the video description. Here's a Pi serial. Pip install Pi serial. This one download file. Once you can click the download file, it will download in the file. The Pi serial already. Now open the command prompt or CMD install. Let me other thing I tell not sure I will tell you other way. We open the Chrome. We open Chat GPT, which is a chat AI based chatbot, which is I do the app generated by OpenAI after the November 2020. Now open the ChatGPT. I already made my ChatGPT account. We put pip out to IN and if you search this, it will say Python version first. You can do inst- make sure what Python you are installed, which need to do Python dash dash version. You can put this in the command prompt. I already installed a pip, but I tell you first if you not know your system cannot install Python or not, or if you install a Python, you cannot know Python is installed or not, or which version install. You can put Python dash dash version in the command prompt. Enter it's applied 3.3, 3.113.1.3 installed, and then we put a pip check if whether pip is installed or not. This command pip dash dash version tells whether pip is installed or not. So I already installed, so it will show the pip version when I put pip Python Python 3.11. It will show what people 2.223.12.2 version are people installed. If it's not installed, then we put so it's pip install package name. This is command. Which command we put here in the CMD, and once we enter it will I already installed, so it will show like that this way. It's you have it is right now it is already installed, so still it's updating its version. So that's why it will show like this way. If this is installed that way, when already it will show already installed. Same way you can install this other two libraries, which is serial is already inbuilt. Sorted libraries also inbuilt. You can install any other libraries, which libraries you can need for different project. Tom 3, how we can find my uh, Arduino Snap Tom 3. Go to the device manager, Tom, Tom port, Tom and LPT. There shows USB serial CH340 Tom 3. So CH340 is Arduino controller chip, which is connected to Tom 3. That we know Tom 3 is connected to Arduino. And other way, I remove the table, Arduino table. This will go out. We need to let it come back. And lastly, there is a Bluetooth serial number, which Bluetooth is connected. First connect the Bluetooth, then goes to the setting, Bluetooth settings, Bluetooth settings. My Bluetooth is JD31 SPP. Videos, devices and printers, prints. JD31 SPP. Open hardware service properties. Here we put a Bluetooth description. Here we set open this top box and we can select menu. We can select the we find option. Pardon me. Here we can find this model number. Bluetooth. Here we find Bluetooth model number. In there we can select the Bluetooth device address, which is the list. This top one Bluetooth device address, and once click it will show the value. We can copy this value and add some dots, so it is only number in there. But we can in the add store, this is form of add store, we also need the dots, which we can put here like these two by separating these, and this way you can put the mat address. Mat address number is different. All we need to know, open this way mat address. Mat address only add every two digits these two the double dot or single dot at each word. And this video can be next video pause.